We sort of expected he would operate well, but obviously to put up a performance like that was pretty special in a period of play that was very, very important. So, there were so many contributions throughout the match, bat, ball, in the field that we saw that were vital to get across the line today.
Talk about last three, just over here.
Kane, did Auckland 2015 ever flash in your mind? And how do you compare the emotions of these two semi-finals?
Yeah, it didn't actually, but they were two very different games, and I suppose being in the field together is a slightly different feeling versus watching the majority of the second half from my perspective. But I guess there's that real togetherness, team aspect around trying to, I suppose, defend a total. So two very different games, but I suppose you had to respect them in the same way that they were going to be different, and we had to play in a much different fashion. But a lot of that is down to conditions. But at the end of the day, it's been an enjoyable ride, but important that, like I mentioned, the feet are on the ground, and we look forward to our next challenge.
Kane, I've just been outside with a whole lot of Indian fans, and they are really angry. How do you feel being responsible for plunging 1 billion people into a state of mourning and anger and depression?
Your friend down here might have been alluding to. I hope they're not too angry. It's obviously the passion for the game in India is unrivaled, and we're all fortunate to play this sport and have a country like India be right behind it and the support that they have for their home team. But hopefully we can adopt 1.5 billion supporters, and they'll be supporting us. What do you reckon? But yeah, obviously, look, India are a world-class side, and the game of cricket is fickle in its nature, especially when it comes to the white ball in 2020 and one-day cricket. And whether it's a semi-final or a final, nothing really promises. And I've got so many world-class players, and the depth that they have in their team means that they're rightly so ranked 1 or 2. But we've mentioned on a number of occasions, on any given day, anybody can beat anybody, and the game is a very, very fine line. And today, perhaps some of those small margins went our way, and it was great that we could get across the line and beat a very strong side. But at the same time, there's obviously a huge amount of respect for India as a cricket side, and I certainly hope that their fans are very much behind them and respect that the game of cricket can be a tough one on a number of occasions.
Last two, David, then Guy.
Kane, given how Martin Guptill struggled through the bat yesterday, how pleasing was it personally to see him come back today and make such a huge contribution with that run out?
Yeah, that was, I mean, he's probably the only man on the pitch that could perhaps create that run out. So contributions can come in so many different ways, and I think we've seen on the fielding charts he's been right up there, and for him to do that and pull off what was a significant turning point in the match was special, and obviously a great thing for our team.
Guy, last one.
What's the situation with Henry Nicholls? I don't think he came out to field at all, and if he would have had to bat today, would he have been able to?
It was sort of a tight hamstring. I don't know the fine details, but we do have a few days now where hopefully it can recover nice and quickly. Didn't have to bat today, didn't have to consider those options, but it was precautionary as well as there is something there, so hopefully it was a quick recovery.
Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.